I've been running some numbers.
Right.
Yeah, and it seems that in my 10-year poetry career so far, I get something published about once a year.
Okay.
Like a poem.
Yep.
And based on the number of submissions, rejections, competition entries, etc., it seems that every instance of apparent success could be, in mathematical terms,
What?
That could be wholly attributed to administrative error on the part of the publishers.
Is that good?
Yeah, I suppose so.
So why are we doing this again?
Why are we
This facade?
Oh well, last time I was trying to publish a poetry book.
Last year.
2 years ago, actually, nearly 3 years ago. Well, I did an interview with you, and more people seem to actually like that than to be interested in buying a poetry book.
More than 5 people?
Yeah, way more than 5 people, like 100 or something.
Are you sure they weren't all you clicking the...
Me?
Yes, you. Clicking
the
triangle on the internet.
Well, they can't all have been me. There's only one me.
So you've written a new book.
Not exactly, no.
So you've written an old.
It's the same book.
Same.
It's the same book I was trying to publish last time, but with some new poems, and I've actually made it this time.
For the benefit of people who didn't see the last video or read the last book, or maybe people who don't know who you are at all.
Don't know who I am.
Yeah, people
have been living under a
people
rock.
who don't watch all the videos on your tube or read all the poetry in the internet
or in journals,
or in that one journal you were published
or
in.
the various competition anthologies.
So what do you want to say to those people?
My folk, my family told in tales were taller in those days.
Not like that.
When Odin won for men that magic mead of honeyed blood,
could you
my ancestors were first in line.
Can you say it without poetry?
Well, if I could say it without poetry, we wouldn't need to be here doing this, would we?
So, your new book.
My new book is called In the Men's Room, and it's about nature and destiny.
Yeah?
Yeah, in about 2009, I was sitting on the toilet in a cubicle in a office block in a converted bus factory, and I was reading a book called Misogynies by Joan Smith.
Yes.
For some reason, I looked up at the ceiling and I noticed that there was shit on it.
Human shit.
Yeah, human excrement. And I decided to write a poem about it and the shit, and it snowballed.
Well, it's
from
an
there.
interesting image.
Well, it's sort of an exploration of the relationship between nature and destiny, with a specific focus on mankind in the sense of humanity, but also in the sense of the universal he, where the male sex acts as a proxy for humanity by virtue of the disproportionate influence it has had on shaping our abstract social constructs and our actual physical habitats.
But in poems?
Yeah, via the medium of poetry.
Contemporary poetry?
Poetry which is contemporary, but which leans heavily on poetic traditions, simultaneously embracing and subverting them.
Can one simultaneously embrace and subvert something?
Well, one can, yes.
Could you simultaneously embrace and subvert me, for example?
We don't have the budget for that, I don't think.
We've found that even among people who do watch videos like this,
Right.
on your tube,
YouTube.
yes, your tube,
Right.
we've found there's a drop-off after a few minutes, so we're trying to make this one a bit snappier. Can you say something funny, like a one-liner?
What, like Mitch Hedberg?
No, like a joke, like a
A joke.
funny poetry joke for people to enjoy.
Okay. How many poets does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know, how many?
4. 1 to curse the darkness,
The band.
1 to light a candle, and 1 to... It's 3.
3.
It's 3.
3.
3.
3.
3.
3.
It's hard to say 3. I think I've got a slightly misaligned jaw.
3.
So yeah, anyway, 1 to screw the light bulb, yeah.
And which one would you be?
Which
poet would you be in that?
Oh, Curse the Darkness. Yeah, every time.
And which 2 other poets, living or dead, would you want to change a light bulb with?
Well, I wouldn't want to change a light bulb with a dead poet, because I'd have to do all the heavy lifting.
Good observation.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to say...
Kate Tempest?
No.
Tim Key?
Now, Tim Key is not primarily a poet. He is...
Snooker player? Ex-snooker player.
Do you want me to answer the question?
Yes. I mean, not that one, the other one.
Right.
This is supposed to be the concluding quickfire section of the interview.
Already?
Well, yes.
Right. Tim Key and Kate Tempest.
You couldn't think of any other living poets, could you?
Well, I could. I could think of Mark Fiddies and Geraldine Clarkson, for example. But I don't think Mark Fiddies is as tall as Tim Key. And if I'm to understand that the joke, such as it is, has a metaphorical aspect to it, then I think Geraldine Clarkson's work is too spiritually ambiguous to be wholly classified as either positive or negative.
But your work can be characterised as wholly negative.
Well, my reviewers might say so.
Shall we wrap this up?
Sure, hit me. Okay, I asked for that.
Yes, you did rather.
I meant hit me with a question.
Why should people buy this book?
Well, it's pretty good.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Can I go now?
Just one more question.
Okay, hit me. With the question.
What's the point of poetry? Last train to Trans Central.